Lead is a heavy metal. Once it gets in your system, you cannot get it out. It does take continual exposure to get to a toxic level, but it's also one of those things that's irreversible. As you're exposed to it, one of the first things that it affects is your brain. It's a neurotoxin. And it kind of affects a part of your brain that makes you realize that you're not functioning right. My name is Christopher Wiseman. I am the director here at the Joplin Museum. The main thing to know about Pitcher is the entire area is in a Superfund reclamation site. And inside that site, near Pitcher, is an area called Tar Creek. Tar Creek is the most polluted stream in North America due to the mine waste that came from the mining years when Pitcher was active. There are some trace elements that are found in the minerals over there, such as cadmium, which is a heavy metal and it's highly toxic. Probably the main thing I would say happened to the town is that the mining ended. And once that stopped, there wasn't a lot of money coming into the town. So slowly businesses began to dry up and it turned into more of a residential area than any kind of industrial area. And you couple that with the problems they had with the environment over there, due to the legacy of mining, there wasn't a lot to keep people there. It's really amazing to me that some people were so stubborn and stayed there as long as they did. I do know that in Pitcher and other areas that there used to be continually low test scores on national tests that they attributed to high amounts of lead. I know that children have been screened from that area, from Pitcher, and they showed higher than average amounts of lead in their system, which is probably more concentrated in the Pitcher area, but it's a concern for the entire tri-state area. I mean, mining is our legacy here. That stuff, we're all exposed to that, and we probably have higher levels than the national average also. Well, the government came in and they will scrape off the top 12 or 18 inches of topsoil, which is contaminated, cart that off someplace, and then bring in fresh topsoil to reclaim it. Pitcher's problem goes much deeper than just 12 inches. The government did come in, so there has been some attempts at reclamation, but there is so much damage in the area, especially in the Tar Creek area, that the government's very limited in what it can do. So in the end, I believe the main focus the government had was to try and relocate people away from there so that there would not be anyone's health affected by the toxins that are still in the soil there. I believe there's only 2 or 3 people who actually still live there, and the land is either owned by the government or now owned by one of the native tribes in the area, or a combination of both. And, you know, we all have ties to where we grew up or where we had our families, and it's tough. And I know that there are some people who just didn't want to leave because they didn't feel they were getting proper compensation for having to pick up their lives and leave. But now there's nothing over there, you know, and other than being able to say, yeah, I own land in Pitcher, I don't really see, one, why that would be attractive or why that would be something you would need. I've dealt with a lot of miners and people and old timers here through the museum, and there is a kind of attitude of, well, I grew up around chat piles and lead, and I turned out fine, so how bad can it be? And maybe it's an unwillingness to accept the truth, but you know, Tar Creek and Pitcher, I mean, that's so extreme in how far it has been poisoned by the runoff from the mines and such. You know, probably they need to really take a reality check and see what it is that's holding them, and if it is worth your life or affecting the lives of your offspring.